The Adventures of Brisco County Jr., starring the legendary chin of none other than Bruce Campbell, is a short-lived series that aired on Fox between 1993 and 1994. Why cover such an obscure series and one that was cancelled by the end of its first season? It stars Bruce Campbell! On top of that, it offers an intriguing counterbalance to today's darker, grittier entertainment. One that hails from a time where heroes were noble, villains were dastardly, and femme fatales were not as fatale. A throwback to Western serials of yore with a dash of science fiction, Brisco County arguably represents an end of an era within its primary genre in American television. Just a good old-fashioned adventure with plenty of cornball humor, action, and a horse that prefers to sleep in hotel rooms. Brisco County Jr. is a series that I saw as a young kid. When it debuted in 1993, I was 10 years old. I was maybe a year or two too young to watch it, but for me, it hit me at just the right time. Only aired for one season, and I enjoyed the crap out of it. The fact that it was paired up with the X-Files, no less, actually gave me an introduction to David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson and Fluke Man.
I'll stick with Emphysema Man, thank you.
Nevertheless, Brisco County Jr. was my first introduction to Bruce Campbell. Although, for me, what really sold me on him as an actor was the fact that he just kept following me wherever I went. If I decided to watch Hercules, suddenly there he is, as Autolycus, the king of thieves. And to this day, I still think that he looks better with that damn mustache. And then he followed me. He started remaking Disney films. He starred in Herbie the Love Bug, the TV movie. Yes, Bruce Campbell and a sentient car. To be honest, it doesn't sound that strange because it's Bruce Campbell. But
eventually, in Cars 2, he becomes a sentient car. Holy shit.
Not only a sentient car, but one that dies a horrific death.
Thank you for making it sad, Demos. Thank you so much. This has been Hilarity by Default, where Demos ruins hilarity by default.
Your mother. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was your sister. You know, I can't tell them apart these days.
I know that you're a big Bruce Campbell fan. I'm kind of curious, when was the first time that you discovered Bruce Campbell? What was your first time with Bruce?
Well, I mean, so first off, like, I would see the promos for Brisco County. I never watched it, but I was like, hey, that guy's kind of cool. And then, like, I saw Evil Dead, and I'm like, wait, this is Brisco County fighting off... Oh, my God, that's creepy. And I changed it, but I've never actually seen Evil Dead end to end because those zombie things were, like, really creepy. And
How are we going to change that this year?
It's Happy Halloween, motherfucker. Anyways, no, but... and then he just kind of keeps popping up everywhere. Like, I can't remember the first sun shower I witnessed in Florida. We Floridians have the rain fall while it's still sunny outside. It's called a sun shower, just in case you didn't know. I don't know where I was when I saw my first sun shower, but A, I knew it was an anomaly, and B, it's something that always made me kind of smile, even though I was left wet a little bit inside afterwards. Yeah, I'm going with that. So
it's Bruce Campbell. I think he'd allow it.
Thank you. So really what cemented all of it for me actually came when I was much older. The most excited I got when I saw him the first time in that role was actually his continuous popping up with anything connected to Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. Hell, he even narrated the friggin' video game of that series. It was great.
He actually is the one guy that defeats Spider-Man in Spider-Man 2 by not letting him into the theater.
Fact.
He is more successful as Spider-Man villain than Doc Ock. I mean,
take a note, bitches. Yeah, no, that's a great point. Getting back into things, then Sam Ash came along from. Oh, Sam, not Sam Ash, right? That's a goddamn music store. There would be a band called Bruce Campbell's Boys, by the way, or something like that. Anyways, no. But Sam Axe was great. They even did a little spin-off episode so you knew a little bit about his background from Burn Notice, right? Helping Michael Weston in his whole situation. Great. Bruce Campbell! Damn it.
So you had heard of Brisco County, but you never saw any episodes, just like some promos, I take it?
Until now.
I remember what sold me on this series. With the promo of him riding on a horse, and suddenly the announcer says, "Half James Bond, half Indiana Jones, all something or other. Like James Bond, Indiana Jones, Bruce Campbell. You got me sold, although I didn't know who Bruce Campbell was at the time, but I might as well have said it. I remember watching as a kid. A few years ago, when I got on DVD, I watched it all the way through then. I haven't revisited the series in quite some time, and I think that this is a perfect example. It's a perfect time to sit back and revisit Bruce Campbell's probably most optimistic, heroic role that he is well known for. This isn't Ash Williams. This isn't Sam Axe. This isn't Snooty Waiter from Spider-Man.
Or Crazy MC Guy.
This is, and I think Bruce Campbell even said so in an interview, that if there's one character that is most like him, it is Brisco County. In this series, he represents the spirit of innovation and the upcoming turn of the century. There is this old-fashioned optimism and rip-roaring adventure in this series. There's that tone that just strikes very, very well from the get-go, and it's not surprising, in retrospect, that it was co-created by one of the writers from Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade. There is a lot of Indy, and especially Last Crusade, in this very pilot. But now that you've seen the show, now that you've seen the pilot, what are your overall thoughts on Brisco?
You know, something that keeps shouting out to me. First of all, Brisco County Jr. is a very interesting character. I mean, how could he not be compelling? He's got the drill sergeant from Full Metal Jacket as his father. Bruh, set the table, right?
The theme song to this, one that has been reused in how many NFL programs or the Olympics? It perfectly captures the spirit of the show, the eternal optimism, Brisco's hunt for the coming thing. Honestly, overall, Brisco County Jr. is emblematic of that old style, good versus evil, old-fashioned type of serial that you don't really see as much today. We live in an age of anti-heroes nowadays.
Right.
A good old boy like Brisco County almost seems naive to a fault in today's age.
Right.
It's kind of sad to see. When I sit down and watch these episodes, even if it's a terrible episode, I still end up walking away a little happier than it was before.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, to find pure good and pure evil in serials is tougher, and that kind of flavor is missing nowadays. I mean, listen, it used to be you would sit down for breakfast and the cereal was clearly evil and you were going to be the hero because you were taking on some sort of a monster, be it Frankenberry or Count Chocula or wait, you didn't mean cereal food. Okay, sorry, Demo. It's not just Brisco County Jr. himself, but the show in general reminds me of another unfortunate single season Fox show, right? The Adventures of Brisco County Jr. is a Western with a twinge of steampunk and sci-fi in there. However, Firefly is a sci-fi show with a twinge of Western spun in there.
That's the inverse, you're right.
And don't tell me that Bruce Campbell and Nathan Fillion aren't similarly dreamy in their own ways. And don't tell me that Malcolm Reynolds couldn't don a cowboy hat and do the same shiz that Brisco does and vice versa, okay?
I can see them almost swapping roles and working very well.
Brisco County Jr. could have been stuck in the Battle of Serenity with Zoe. I'm just saying.
I will say that there is a little bit more of a gritty trait to the way that Bruce Campbell plays that role. Maybe it's his chin. Maybe his chin alone gives him this ability. But I can instantly look at this guy with the cowboy hat and yeah, he belongs there. He belongs in the Old West, and when he throws a punch, I can believe it. Probably for the fact that he did a lot of his own physical stunt work in this. When you see him in brawls, you see Bruce Campbell in the middle of it doing flips and punches. I mean, he is a spectacle to behold.
Rush Hour 5 comes a triumvirate with Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker, and Bruce Campbell. Tell me you shut up and take my money.
We just found the film that's going to beat Endgame at the box office. So join us every week as we cover all 27 episodes of the adventures of Brisco County Jr. We invite you to watch along and let us know in the comments below what your thoughts are on each episode, and make sure to like and subscribe for more fun on Hilarity by Default.